What's up, y'all? I'm your host with the most, so have a toast, Leader Johnson, and we are here to talk Father Leader Sports. And it's been big, man. It's been real big. I kind of I ride big on how to draft. We're gonna have a nice segment on the draft. Um, Eagles did a great job in their draft, but the Sixers, man, they need to give some of the credit for the last 2 years. Last year they got Jerry McCain, who I told y'all the 5-star player guard. Um, Come off the bench and give you hell. I'm just saying, last year he would have came off the bench, he did, and then he became a starter, and he proved y'all was a starter. I thought he was a top 10 player, no question, in that draft. Especially the way that draft went, I just felt like he could have been a top 5 pick just in that draft. So it was crazy. So they got him, then Justin Edwards. They got him an undrafted free agent. And I was like, man, he could be the best player they got, even over Jared McCain. We talking about this guy was number 3 in the nation. When we go to Johni Broome, Johni Broome came from Auburn. He was drafted this draft. That's another guy we're going to talk about. We're also going to talk about VJ Edgecombe. Big. Last year, the Sixers got Adam Bono, who was another bona fide top 20 prospect coming out of high school. Showed a lot of UCLA, with most athletic player in this draft. Good draft last year for the Sixers. Good draft. And then getting the undrafted free agent who ended up getting a 3-year deal. Justin Edwards got a 3-year deal worth around $8.7 million, somewhere around that figure. I told y'all about this guy. People was like, oh, well, how come Justin Edwards is all that, but he's not even on the team? Justin Edwards just got a 3-year deal. People just don't know basketball. People know what other people are saying, and so they put that into their, sports period. People don't know what they're really talking about. A lot of people are just fans, and some people are historians and know the politics of everything. Let's talk about VJ Edgecombe. VJ Edgecombe was number 5 in the country by 247 Sports. I mean, I remember talking to the guy, but got out of reach because of Villanova was recruiting him hard, very hard, along with guys like Billy Richmond, and they didn't get him. Baylor got him. Baylor is one of those undercover guys. They can always get good recruits. They have a great foundation. They have a great culture, and they get guys, and they had him. And this guy is one of the top 2 next to Cooper Flagg. Is the only guy is better in defense than him in the draft. I mean, we talk about two-way, but I mean by two-way is a combination of offense and defense. You can't say, oh, he's a better defender, but how good is he on offense? How good is a person on offense? DJ and Cooper, the 2 guys that can be elite on both ends of the floor. And that's what VJ, listen, VJ, I never said one person's probably going to say, well, you wanted Ace Bailey. Yes, I wanted Ace. I still want Ace. Not right now. Let me clear that up. I don't want him now because we have VJ. But if you had him before the draft, there's nothing against VJ because VJ definitely star potential. A player I think is going to be a star, or he's going to be the type of guy to be an all-star. He just has that talent. Same thing with Cooper. Same thing with Dylan. Derek Queen, I think he's going to be an all-star player. I mean, there's certain guys that just got it, but Ace Bailey was the guy I wanted. But now we have VJ, and I put in a post on Twitter, don't get it wrong. VJ Edgecombe is a good player. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying who I wanted bad because you're looking at the fit. You could put Ace at the 4 right now and put him around guys like Jared McCain and put him around guys like Tyrese Maxey and put him around guys like Paul George, and they all shooters. But VJ Edgecombe, now you get an elite player, but now it's going to be a shooting guard battle because you're not going to put VJ at the wing. I mean, he has the length. I think he can guard the 3. He can guard 4 positions. I mean, his hands, he has elite hands, man, on the floor, in traffic, in lanes, and in blocking shots. This guy can really, and stays locked down to you. He's going to get the scary part of how good he's going to get. I always say he was a smaller Kawhi Leonard. Always. Smaller Kawhi Leonard. Always say he was a small Kawhi Leonard. So, we come to this point, I said, yeah, and also I compared him to Dr. J because, 2 guys on both ends of the floor. They was like, oh, Doctor, no, y'all talking about how good We know how Dr. J, how great he's get. I'm talking about the similar traits that he has. We haven't had a guy this athletic since Dr. J. Not even Jerry Stackhouse was now he was athletic. Jerry Stackhouse can get up and munch on you, but not like VJ Edgecombe. VJ Edgecombe has the power of a Vince Carter when he dunks it. He can raise up like Dr. J, and he can raise up like Michael Jordan. Y'all stop listening to this podcast saying I'm thinking he's gonna be Michael Jordan or Dr. J. But that's the athletic ability he got. That's not even an argument. Man could dunk right on you. Now, what he do it this year, he has the ability, he has that talent. That's why you draft the guy third overall, because you feel like at his age, he can be impact. When you get a top 3 pick, he's impact. The only guy I felt in the draft that was, listen, I like Kanoble, but it's not the guy I want to draft. I think he'll be a good player and productive. He has the potential. He has the ability to be an all-star. I'm going to say potential, what I mean, you're going to be one. If I say you got potential, that means you're going to be one. You just got to work it out. Now, when you got the ability to be an all-star, I mean, because he can shoot, and say he becomes a guy that just starts shooting so good, he 23 points a game, can pass the ball, develop the passing. I mean, but no, I would not draft Kanoble at number 4. It's not a guy. You got too many guys in that draft. And I think Kanoble was a top 10. I give him top 10, number 8. Just at the top of my head, I could say, okay, it's not 7 guys that were more productive and more efficient and more than Kanoble as a one and done. He definitely is a guy you look at. But Liam McNeely was better than him. If we're talking about why would Liam McNeely not be there? Listen, it is what it is. But listen, Kanoble was good. Shout out to, no disrespect, the Duke way or the family, but Kanoble was good. But let's go back to VJ Edgecombe. I know y'all are. This VJ Edgecombe is the guy you should be excited about. The thing is going to be, what's going to be the battle at shooting guard? We'll come back to that. Who we drafted, number 35? I wanted Eric Dixon, of course. There's another guy, Ace Bailey and Eric Dixon would have been a great draft, but this was also a great draft. Johni Broome was second and the runner-up for College Player of the Year. To Cooper Flag. And y'all talk, oh, well, Cooper, listen, the one and dones, y'all can't see, if this was the 90s, Broome would have been a lottery pick. No question. Jalen Brunson wouldn't have slipped past the lottery. It's real crazy to look at how a guy can accomplish what Broome has accomplished. Now, he just didn't have a good year. I mean, he like Zach Edney. Like this guy dominated. He was out there in the post. He does what he does special. What do you need something special to be done? Okay, since to satisfy the people, he's productive. That's what he do special. He's productive, and he's always around a winning organization when he plays. Johni Broome is a good player, man. 6'9", has defense. That's what the mold they're fitting. With VJ Edgecombe, they're fitting the mold of 2 guys that can play defense. Listen, Nurse can teach defense. He's good with the young players. You see what he did with Edwards? Think about Johni Broome, a guy that has one of the most NBA-ready players in the draft. He's one of the most NBA-ready players in the draft. Top 5 NBA-ready players. Johni Broome played against guys like Cooper Flag and had 23 and 12. I mean, we're not even this is the fact that he can't jump up like VJ Edgecombe. And you look at his 3-point percentage, it was like around 26, 29%. Okay. That's something that we know can improve because we've seen people come from college to the pros and improve the 3-point percentage. Tyrese Maxey, to be an example. Now, he's not a shooter like Tyrese Maxey, but he can get around. We don't need 40%. He can get around 34, 35 clip, just 34%. But he's an inside. As long as he's getting those rebounds, which he can really do, as long as he's getting those rebounds, which he's unbelievable at, then Johni Broome, and as long as he play defense, get rebounds, my ceiling for him, I don't know what people are looking at, but at the lowest, 13 and 8. You give him 30 minutes, he's 13 and 8. You give him, or he can go to 15 and 10. I just think he can do that. If you want to compare him to somebody, Charles Oakley, Buck Williams. Guys you can compare him to, power forwards that can play and solid, solid. Just solid guys, solid post people, nothing special, nothing. But these guys get productive and they tough. He's tough. That's another thing. He's gonna be a mauler, and I think he can grow into the starter. There's no why wouldn't you think what takes you away? Why? Because he does nothing fascinating and exciting. He gives you all the numbers you need. He's a winner. He had him in the Final Four, Auburn. It was a number one team. This guy, everywhere he goes, he makes his team better. Everywhere he goes. So how can you not say the progressive part of him is being a good NBA player? Not saying he's going to be a all-star. You say, 15 and 10. No, it's not. People don't just make the all-star because they 15 and 10. There's a lot of people that get that number. 13 and 8, no. I mean, but he can become an all-star player. He's the next level. The next level. He developed as a player, went to a big-time program and starred and almost became the best player in there. You say, oh, it's because he's the best player don't mean he's going to be a great player. No, but it does give you the key. Just because a guy drafted number one overall don't mean he's going to be a great player. Can we go down the line? No, but when the guy is progressive, you think of progress. And this is the NBA. You're talking about a guy who played against the big competition and played in 5 and played all the way as a senior. So I just think it's an unbelievable pick. I said they got to go for a power forward. They got to go for one. And Broome was in there. Like I ain't put him. I put Maxime Reynard in there. I put Ryan Kilbrenner in there. Yeah, I put them in there. But Broome was one of the guys, man. So that was a great pick by Philly. Back to VJ. VJ, man, listen. VJ, him and Jared McCain gonna go at it because that's gonna be the thing. Because I think this is what I think is gonna happen. VJ's third pick overall. They see him doing what they drafted him for. They're not even gonna hesitate. As soon as they see the ability to shoot at a solid rate, they see the jumper, and he's already trying it out. They see the jumper, they see he can play defense, and they see that he can take people off the dribble. He's gonna start. It's not even no question. Jared McCain, look for him to be the Lou Williams role. Jared McCain can play 1 or 2. You got VJ Edgecombe, Jared McCain playing the 1 or 2. Is it on the bench because you got to have this go to that route. Now they cut Jared Butler. They declined his options, so Lonnie Walker is still there. So I'm looking at Lonnie. If you're really looking at this team, is Lonnie Walker. Rookie Council, he's not there. Lonnie Walker, Jared McCain, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe. That is a good. That's a good squad. That is a good squad. Excuse me. Talented, very talented. Tyrese Maxey's gonna come through, let y'all know who he is. Then you got VJ next to him, two guys that can defend. Jared McCain come off the bench. He's going to light it up. They know what they got in him. They are excited. They got to be excited. Then you got Lonnie Walker. You know he can score off the bench. It's perfect. It's perfect. Then we look at where Justin Edwards is right now. Give him a 3-year deal. That's the confidence is through the roof. So he's going to back up Paul George. Johni Broome and Eddie Boner. Let's think about that power forward position. I think both of them can play the 5 and defend at the 5. Andre Drummond is coming back. He backs up Embiid. Kelly Oubre's coming back. I think he plays the 4. He starts at the 4. It's a real interesting team, man. They got people that are going to play. And they go and produce. Last year, you saw everybody from Lonnie Walker to Justin Edwards to McCain, everybody get points. And Lonnie Walker's been in points for a minute. McCain act like he's been here for a minute. So it just seems like this team looks like, what are they going to do? I think they're going to do it. Paul George has come back for more than this. So there's no way you can count all the fame out. You're crazy. If he has another bad year, then it's over for Paul George. But he come back healthy and do his thing, man. Paul George didn't do as bad as y'all thought last year, man. I mean, he didn't do what you wanted, but he wasn't not productive. So we could have kept Tobias. No, Tobias was not the all-around player or defender. Paul George was, even as a hurt guy. Y'all sound crazy just because what y'all wanted. It's like James Harden coming over here. Of course he could have been, but James Harden, the last year he was here, he did good. They just, as a team, they lost. But he just did what he did. He did what he did with Houston. I mean, he had a good game in the playoffs. Man, listen, they could have brought him back, and this team would have been different, and it'd been a better team. But something went down with him and Morey. I don't know what it is. Undrafted free agent. Let's talk about that, because the Sixers seem to really, really hit good with undrafted free agents, and Hunter Salas was a big time guy. Hunter Salas was number 10 in the nation out of high school. Hunter Salas knows what to listen. I'm gonna tell y'all now about Hunter Salas, man. Now I'm not gonna say what he's gonna be on this team, but there is an opportunity. Once Alani Walker, the backup, another guard position is going to be open for the future. He can be a guy off the bench that can be a real good player. He's got to improve on his outside jumper, 3-point shot. But I think he can do. He's a scorer. Yeah, 18 a game last year with Wake Forest. You know what I mean? He was recruited by big blue bloods. Like, this guy is one of those guys, no doubt, 6'5". And if the Alani Walker or something is gone, but we also got to look at Quentin Grimes. Let's talk about that. A lot of people are saying he'll be gone. Quentin Grimes is 6'5". They signed Justin Edwards. If they sign Quentin Grimes, there's a possibility Quentin Grimes could be on the bench and it's no more Lonnie Walker. I think the only reason why I just think that's when if they're waiting to see what happens with Quentin Grimes. They are really looking at Quentin Grimes. If Quentin Grimes signs with the Sixers, is on that bench. That is a nasty bench. He won't start. It's a nasty bench. And then Grimes probably gonna look like, who gonna sign me as a starter? That's it. Don't sign me to these whack teams. He want to go with a team he knows Philadelphia was injuries away from being those competitors. He knows where he's at, so he would go to. He already said he wanted to be a Philly like Philly. So come to Philly with a contract. They got the money. Grimes. I'm looking at Grimes, McCain. You're looking at Justin Edwards and Adam Boner. They still got Eric Gordon. I'm telling you, it's going to be some cuts. It's going to be some cuts, man. There's going to be some cuts, some trades. Real interesting to see if they make a trade for a veteran power forward to go in there and let Kelly Oubre back up so you can let Broome develop in the G League and Boner again. Get you. Wabaselli is another guy. It's very interesting to see if they can get Wabaselli and Quentin Grimes. You get Quentin Grimes a 1-year deal and up his money like that. I think that could happen. I don't think they could they might give him a 1-year deal and up his money real quick. See how good he is. See if he's that guy. Wabaselli, man. I mean, another 1-year deal. If they can make a smart move like this, get a 1-year deal on Wabaselli and Grimes, this team is a different team. If they can get both of them on there. Now, there's a possibility they won't get them both. How good will Philly be then? They still be good. Lonnie Walker's a dog. Yeah, you just know Grimes had a hell of a year last year, and he looks like the better player. He just really does. Quentin Grimes is a former 5-star. Went to Kansas, and then, started doing the transfer, ended up in Houston. Grimes just proved himself. He's another guy that ended up proving himself. That's just what it is. Philly's looking good. They got some other guys. The summer league's coming up. So it's going to be something to see VJ Edgecombe get down. I see him and Broome having a good summer leagues. You don't get guys like this. This is summer league. They're going to make these guys look like whatever. VJ Edgecombe and Johnny Broome, you're going to see Boner get down. You're going to see Jared McCain get down. They summer league is going to be stupid. I think McCain, because of his injury, he's young, he's going to play in it. I think they all play. Justin Edwards going to play in it. Who going to mess with that summer league? And then you still got Hunter Salas on the dock. Oh, my God, man. What are you going to do with that summer league? Summer league might be the best. Listen, that's crazy right now. That summer league is crazy right now. To look at that Philadelphia 76ers summer league is crazy. You ask, a lot of people asking, like, where do the Sixers go from here? What are they looking like? They're looking like a dangerous team. Look what Nick Nurse did this with the young people he had. He had a star developing Quentin Grimes. Yeah, people like Justin Edwards get a contract extension. That wasn't just a overlook, a nothing, season. You recognize guys you got. You saw Bona even show what he's about. He's ready to play. You know what I'm saying? So I just really feel like this is a good young team. It's a lot of good young people that they had. That was Nick Nurse is really a good coach because he clearly had them structured out. They just wasn't talented enough to win it all, to go to the playoffs. I mean, but he had all them guys play to the best. You could see it because you saw what a lot of them was about. You know, just look for the excitement from VJ Edgecombe. Now you just look at the pick. If they would have got anybody, Trey Johnson, I think they would have got Trey Johnson. That's a good pick. Trey Johnson, a good pick, man. Trey Johnson is a good pick. He's a guy that can light it up. Is there anybody else? I feel like Derek Queen. He's a sleeper guy for me, who I think is real good. And then they're gonna regret not people who didn't take Eric Dixon. It's really stupid, crazy how people look at Eric Dixon and he was overpowering. None of y'all could stop this man. And y'all are putting people over him that he manhandled. People could not do nothing to him. Like you're looking at Derek Queen. Remember that game when he played against Maryland? Look where he's at. Oh, because he's younger. He's younger. So he's going against older people now. When Derek Queen go to the NBA, what you think is going to know? Eric Dixon is going to make a lot of people regret it. He's just too ready. He can shoot. He can rebound. He can muscle you. He's not a chump. So he boss you in there. So he's really going to and he's going to the Lakers. So really it's a blessing in disguise because he goes to the Lakers. They're going to be a playoff team. You got Luka, you got LeBron. I mean, damn, how great. Big congratulations to Eric Dixon from Villanova. Wooga Poplar got picked up by Exhibit 10 contract from Chicago Bulls. Another good player. I expect him to be in the G League, dominating some people. You know what I mean? He's going to get with somebody. I think he makes it with Chicago. You just don't get a good, harder worker player like Wooga Poplar. And you get Eric Dixon, and Eric is he's just watch. I don't understand how people overlook a guy. You see, can shoot. That's one thing. This is the generation of shooting. This is the shooting generation. And you mean to tell me you see a guy like Eric Dixon and you don't pick him? And he's 6'7", 255. He's not. He got a little slimmer than he did, just to get more quicker and faster. And y'all don't draft this man. Clearly, to me, he should have been played. The only reason he won player of the year because Villanova didn't make the tournament. Maybe if they would have won 23 games, Villanova would have been considered for player of the year. But it's crazy how that player of the year was stripped from him because of the year, that had 19 wins. Like it's crazy. I mean, they really did a lot. I mean, it was an improving season for them. But listen, man. Once again, the Sixers. This is going to look good because the Sixers have VJ Edgecombe, who's a guy who's exciting. He can play defense, and he can take turn plays on the defensive end into offensive real quick. He's hard to stop in transition. You're going to catch up with him up and down the court. You got Maxey, who loves to. It's crazy how people don't look at Maxey, but the Sixers do. Dylan Harper was almost now. It makes me think Dylan Harper was almost drafted. And people was speculating. It wasn't a clear cut. And Dylan Harper was almost drafted when they were trying to trade up to number 2. They would have got Harper and Maxey. Wow. Now I see what VJ Edgecombe being drafted. Yes, Harper was on them. They were trying to get Dylan Harper. Sixers were trying to get Dylan Harper to play with Tyrese Maxey. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Now you probably would have wanted that. I just thought that, listen, you plug in a guy, Ace Bailey fits right there at the 4. In this generation, you wouldn't think of his size, 6'7", 6'8", 230 playing the power forward position. But now, in this small ball generation, yes, he's perfect. He's perfect. Just Kelly Aubrey played the 4. It's perfect. So I was like, that's it. We got it. He's long. He's a guy that can defend. He's not elite, but man, listen, put him with a guy with that type of generational scoring ability, you don't doubt that he can progress in defense. You take that generational scoring ability like that and you progress it and you get the best out of it because his scoring is so good, it's better than his defense. He'll make up for it on defense. There's been a lot of players like that in the NBA history, and Dave Staley's one of those guys who'll be like that. But with DJ Edgecombe was good on both ends. It's gonna be something to see what the Sixers do leading up to the season. What new other changes they make could be another trade. Um, but listen, man, listen. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook. Um, um, Make sure check out High Level Sports, high dash level sports.com. A lot of new articles, a lot of things going on. Check me out 247 Sports, man. We're getting right. Draft diamonds, prep hoops. Man, we're doing a lot, man. So listen, until next time, this is Yalita Johnson, and I am out, man. Out of here.